Driving Indy, passing car that's Stockton. All of a sudden labels jocking, asking for another option. Coppers asking why I'm speeding minor league. Major Deegan, try and take them to the precinct. Lawyer said you need a reason. Spot the kid on Spotify. Seen the numbers, they don't lie. Yellow birdie in the logo. We on 2 plus the Ocho. High stakes and my funds low. Honeymoon in the bungalow. No shirt, it's the gun show. Man, I'm flexing on my exes. I'm in the pocket like Brady. Magic and bird like the 80s. Starting but don't try and play me. Then I went ghost like I'm Swayze. Two-tone in the Patagon, that's Beach and Navy. Hasselhoff from the slow-mo, that's extra wavy. And I wrist. I know there's opposition, but it's switch.
All right, coming to you live from Altamont Springs, Florida. This is Ember, the Ember Show. I just want to go ahead and start this podcast off on a positive note. My Miami Dolphins won today. It's going to get a little nasty, so I want to say something a little bit positive that I love, and I love my teams. I love my Orlando Magic and my Miami Dolphins. I love sports because it brings all nationalities together, and it brings all types of lives together, and I love it. So Miami Dolphins are sitting at 9-5, looking very good with the playoffs coming. Just kind of have to win out or lose one, and still there's other routes to get into the playoffs. But toxic relationships tonight, oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know if a lot of you have experienced this, the listener, but hopefully you haven't. Hopefully you've grown up in the same area or not too many different areas, and you've been able to grow up around the right people and to get to where you need to be in life. Unfortunately, for a majority of us, that doesn't happen. We have to move for this and that, and so many different things happen, and we get ourselves in relationships and friendships that are completely not good for us. I know that I've encountered this a lot in my time, and I've met a lot of great people too. I've also met a lot of great people that did stupid things, and I can put my hand up for that. I'm not saying that I met myself, but anyways, toxic relationships, I've been through a few, and the one that I'm going through particularly right now is the worst. That involves my son. There's a lot of control that the mother loves to have, and so does the grandmother, and it's not right. The courts aren't really doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's okay, because the main judge will be seen February, and things will be attuned for both of us, and anybody else that's gone through a custody battle. It's drug out. It's just continuous, and unfortunately, that's how it goes. And if you had the child out of woodlock, your fight and battle is an uphill battle for men and women. It's not just the man. The child is the main priority. The child must be able to be relatable to both parents, and not only just relatable, but it's his right to have as much equal time with each parent, especially a parent that is a great parent, that is trying to be involved in the child's life, either by filing or trying to put himself on child support, or her, it can go vice versa. But with my case, it's very degrading. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a perfect man, and in any way or form, I'm completely not. We're all imperfect. We've all made mistakes, but at the same time, when you take the right steps moving forward to not make those same mistakes like I have, and like so many other millions of dads and mothers have. I'm going to try to stay on topic with this. I only got 10 minutes. But I just continue to have this depression of how everything is going, and how they're using the system, how they're allowing, a piece of paper to rule everything when there's someone dying in the family that has rarely gotten to see my son, and that is my father with lung cancer. And they're very aware of that. We've lived in a very good living condition the past 5 months. They have not once visited, and it's getting a little degrading. It's getting a little depressing on all around. And a part of me feels like they want that. Things didn't go their way with me, living there and everything. And I get that. They had their wrongs, I had my wrongs. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to be a part of my child's life. And yes, there's been times that I haven't been able to make the visitations because it's always a particular day and time, but they don't work around it. And they said that I would see him 2 times a week, and that went completely down the drain right after the first week after court. And it's just sad. It's sad that they feel the need to do this out of spite, to basically hold my son hostage from my family and make no attempts to bring him around. And, well, anybody could say, oh, well, the parents, you could bring your parents to the visitations. Yeah, but my parents are getting to that age to where they can't even move around too long of a time to even enjoy the time with them. And that's the issue that I've had for months, because they have gone to visitations with me to see him, but now times are hard. My dad can barely walk. He fell the other day and it was really bad. Actually it was yesterday, and his arm's pretty messed up, bruised up and like scraped up. But they don't care, and they don't care that my dad is going through this, and that my son doesn't even get to see his dying grandfather. You know how much that would cheer up my dad to see my son? He hasn't seen him in months and months and months. Probably about a good, 4 or 5 months since he's seen him. And it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. It's supposed to be Wednesdays and Sundays, and they don't make no attempts. And now there's another guy being the father role model. No, that's not going to happen with me. He's not taking the role of father. I'm not trying to be against step parents or anything like that. I'm really not. But when it comes to my son, no. I'm daddy. There ain't no stepdaddy. That's just the mother's boyfriend or the mother's. That's not gonna play very well with me, and it shouldn't play well on the courts. But we'll see. She's on number 5, 6 boyfriends, and I have continued to stay single, working on me. Yeah, I've had my downfalls. We all have our issues, but I'm working on them. I'm trying to be the best version of me for my son, and they don't care to even see it. And the courts, the recent judge that I've had, Mary, whatever her name is, has really gotten on my nerves and has really gotten underneath my skin, and I could just tell that she hates her job. Most judges do, and it's an issue. I got 6 more minutes. I don't want to continue to rant on this, but I want to talk about love over hate, because we're especially around this time of year, Christmas time, and it's the holidays. It's supposed to be full of joy, but now, it's not. With the whole virus and everything that's going on, people take advantage of certain situations, and the narcissists will do that. They want control over my son, and they want the tax. They want, the tax return. They want to be able to claim him every year, and that's not going to happen every single year. That's not going to happen. Not if I have my rights, And it's not even about the money. It's about being able to, claim your child. It's your child, that you take underneath your wing, and you support that child. No matter how much you support a child, you support that child. And no matter, there's no love that could separate. But a lot of these women are having. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me for a second. There's a lot of these females that are having children just to get a better tax return, and it's sad. And it runs in her family. And I was kind of, not necessarily forced to have the child, but it was obligated. It was not obligated, but it was talked about so much. And I wanted to have this child with her. It was planned. He wasn't a mistake, and I'm not saying any child is a mistake. Please don't take that out of context. But I'm just saying that it wasn't just an oopsies. This was a planned baby. So that shows you how much I'm attached to this child. And I will be always attached to this child, and he will always be attached to me. The last Sunday that I saw him, not this Sunday, but last Sunday, he ran right up to me once he saw me. And they want to talk about his vision and things like that. It's not good. Well, he saw me from a good 50 feet and ran right up to me. Not even 2 years old yet. Yeah. I'm just tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of the court system. I'm tired of having to deal with this toxic family. And, I'm not try to sit here and say that they're bad all around. They got good hearts. They just have bad intentions. And that's the issue that we have today in society when it comes to fathers fighting for their rights. Like, regardless how you feel about the person, that person is that child's father or that child's mother. And that needs to be established in the child's mind, even when the parent isn't around. There's been so many times where I was left with my son during visitation for a good, little portion of time. And I talked about, I hope you're being good for your mother. I hope that, things. I talk about the mother in front of the child. It's not like I'm trying to, it's just my time. No, I interact. And yeah, you could be like, wow, he's 2 years old. He doesn't know what you're saying. But you don't get my point. I don't mind talking about her in front of my child. She does. I know she does. She has another man, and that's fine. Just don't let him have more rights than his father, which is me. And we'll be okay. And as long as he doesn't hurt my child, then we'll really be okay. Because if he does, then we have an issue. An issue that's going to be addressed. And I won't have no problem addressing it. I know how to do it, and it's very clear. It's done by the law. It's done by how it's supposed to be done. And with that being said, I got 2 more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and finish out this song that I have. Beware of toxic relationships, toxic friends. Watch out for the narcissist. I might have said it just wrong, but you know what I mean. It's a person that just wants control and they're just out for themselves. And that's exactly how the mother and the grandmother is, and the sister, all the sisters. Everybody wants a piece of the pie, and you know what I mean by that. And I hope that karma comes around and bites them in the you-know-what, because I miss my son, and he needs to be a part of my life. This is the Ember Show. My rant is over. Make sure that you go ahead and share this if you liked it, and there will be more episodes to come.
No side piece, I call that fine by me. Woo. Living like I'm never gon' die. Hate you, man, I know they gon' try. You don't ever pay them no mind. If you did, they have a gold mine. If you like what you like, then you don't need no cosign. No business, this show business. Stay on demand and it's showtime. I'm in the pocket like Brady. Magic and bird like the 80s. Kobe, I might put up 80. Look on the Jesus can save me. I know the way. Look, ain't nothing to say to me. I'm about to break. Somebody can pray for me. I got this great in me. I got to get it, cause that's what I'm made to be. I cannot focus, man. I got the ADD. I'm getting bigger. Just look how she played at me. Don't get lost in the sauce. Take that from a veteran. Like a doorbell when the Spanish home is on everything.